Welcome everyone, my name is Jordan Farmer. This is the Uncommon Ground YouTube channel where we are indoctrinating the masses, and today I'm going to be talking about gay marriage, straight marriage, government sanctioned marriage, and all of the topics in that sort of range. It's an old issue because it's the Supreme Court. A lot of people thought Obama did this or thought Congress did this, but it was actually the Supreme Court made it so that under the theory of equality under the law, which I agree with, they extended rights for they extended the rights of straight couples to get married to gay couples or homosexual couples that can get married. So it was a court decision. After that happened, lots of conservatives dropped it. Trump was pro-gay marriage. He had gay people working for him in his cabinet. His secretary to the UN, I think. I'd have to look that up. But anyways, and he was a smart guy. I can picture his face, but I have a hard time. He's done a few different positions, so it's hard to remember which ones he did. I think he was the ambassador to Serbia and Kosovo, or just Serbia maybe. But don't judge me on that. Anyways, so I think we kind of got past the issue, but it's worth addressing because the problem is not quite over yet. When you're talking about implementing the equality under the law principle, you're going to, and conservatives point this out, maybe not even meaning to, but they point this out talking about polygamy and other things, saying, well, if we make this legal, then, what's to keep these other things from being legal? And that's a real issue. Do you want the sister wives people to be thrown in jail or to be fined money for being, three women that want to marry a dude? Like, I wouldn't do it, but I don't think they should be thrown in jail or have their money stolen to combat that weird choice and relationship that they've made. But it's fine. They're not hurting anyone if it's all consenting adults and there's no underage marriages and compounds and any of the really sketchy secret stuff. I don't see any, they're not harming anyone, so the government doesn't have a role to come in and arrest them or fine them. So it kind of makes sense that we should eventually open, if we're going to have legal marriage and they're going to have special tax breaks and special adoption rules and all this kind of stuff, custody rules and all that stuff. It makes sense that you would want all American adult citizens, regardless of their choices in their personal love life, to have that equality under the law. If you believe in the essential value and equality of all human beings, I think you have to follow the equality under the law principle. And that out of that fundamental value grows the value of life and a bunch of other things: liberty, the pursuit of happiness, your creative and productive capacity, a bunch of things. Anyways, but I want to kind of get before that issue. I want to jump behind the legal marriage issue and just say that marriage is actually two different things. There's the marriage of two people to each other, their commitment. If they're religious, their religious commitment, their union under God, their commitment to the church, or their commitment to their children and to God, and having God in the relationship. That's all very much intertwined and connected. But anyways, that's the personal marriage. And then separate from that, there's the legal contract marriage that the government has created, given special tax breaks, and done all these things to. And conservatives try to justify having special tax breaks and stuff for straight marriage to say, well, if you want people to have babies and perpetuate the society, then you should have these special tax breaks. Well, then you're subsidizing child rearing, so people who shouldn't have kids are going to have kids. That's the conservative economic argument, so I could shut it down from their own side that way anyways. But also, why is the government manipulating people's choice in having children? That's another sort of conservative limited government argument I can make. And you violate equality under the law by only having straight people get that special tax exemption. So because obviously gay people exist. People choose to have homosexual sex, so it's fair to assume that they are homosexuals, right? Okay. So, my solution, or sort of my opinion on this, is that you need to first separate those two. Say there's the legal contract, and then there's the personal marriage concept. The personal marriage concept and the word marriage should not be involved in government policy whatsoever. It will remove the controversy. And if you want to call yourself married and wife and husband, even if some Christian couple or someone who's anti-gay marriage wouldn't respect that, they wouldn't respect your relationship anyway, so who the hell cares what they think? A. B, up theirs. And, sorry, I'm being mean. I have family that feel that way. I'm not trying to be that mean. I don't know. It came. Anyways. On the legal front, I think it's just best that individuals make the contracts themselves. They determine every relationship, every marriage that tries to get formed should just be a legal contract that couple determines with their church or with their community, with their parents, however they want to set it up, whoever they want to consult. They make a contract between each other, or if it's one husband, multiple wives, or whatever. The legal contract side should just be made by the people in the relationship when they decide to get married, when they decide to make it a legal contract, and it should be understood to be a legal contract. And then when there's children, procreation, in the absence of marriage, just as there is now, you have the default sort of procedures and rules, and you have the default procedures and rules for shared property ownership and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very easy to remove marriage from government policy making, which is truly the libertarian, freedom-oriented American principle, which is the government just doesn't need to dictate this part of our lives, both on the legal contract front and the personal front. So they get rid of the term on the personal front, and they just don't have anything called marriage from the government. If you call yourself that, like when you actually submit the contract to the government for them to, enforce, then you can, choose to call yourself husband and husband, or wife and wife, or wife and husband, or whatever you want to call yourselves, husband and wives. But it doesn't really matter. The point is, it's up to you what the term of the contract is, so the government's not dictating your life, and it's up to people to determine what they consider marriage, and that should be a societal issue fundamentally. Very much related to the other topic I addressed today, the transgender issue, really should just be a societal issue for the most part, in terms of how we treat them and in terms of what their actual sort of situation and state in life is. It should it's mostly a societal issue, not really a legal policy issue. That's the way it is for the transgender topic, and that's the way it should be, ideally and ultimately, for the gay marriage topic. Anyways, I hope this was insightful, and I hope I had some good ideas here. Like and subscribe, share. Keep leveling up your political understanding, and we're going to keep on. We're only going up. Peace.